Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we are back in the Dream Game, and I have some more updates I want to do. The last few videos, we have added more and more blocks into the game, kind of completing them, because previously they would just look like this, real empty and gross. We've been just adding nature and more buildings to get rid of the blockouts. Today, I want to focus on the nighttime. As you can see, we have window lights, which definitely does help liven up the city at the nighttime, but they really, they brought down the appeal, I feel like. Before we added the window lights, things were looking really nice and, less cartoonish. And then after the window lights, I just feel like overall it brought down the whole vibe of the game. First things first, I want to switch out all of these neon part window lights with beams. Here is a quick before and after. Right now, they look like this, and after, they will look like this. This has a bit of transparency as well, so if there's a window frame or anything like that, you'll still be able to see it. And I think overall, it'll look a lot better. Now, I'm not going to waste your guys' time having to watch me place all of these, but editing magic. Pretty sure in the last clip it was light outside, so that's something. Anyways, here's the new windows. I do think they really help liven up the city and just add overall more depth to the game. There's a lot more we have to do, but you know, for now, we're gonna call it there, at least on the windows. Up next, this UI, guys. Honestly, the UI overall in the game, if we take a look at it, it's a little bit less than ideal. It looks okay, I guess. It looks okay, but overall, there's just not really anything special about it. So, Robo told me he's been cooking, and he remade all of the UI within the game. Let's put that in, see how it looks, and hopefully he cooked with hot water instead of in a freezer. Or, let's see. All right, I would say Robo definitely cooked with hot water. We have a money UI at the top. Guys, please keep in mind, none of these vectors are final. We plan to hire someone who's good at vector art and a slightly realistic style. Hopefully we can find somebody for that, but as of right now, we're just using sort of free vectors that we have online or packs that we've previously bought. But overall, the UI just has a little more pizzazz, a little more style. I think it looks better. The next thing I wanted to add is from the comments of the last video, and they said add a echo when you go through tunnels. So check it out. Let's hop on the CRF 450 and just listen. As you can see, we now have a successful echo thing. All right, we can change how that echoes whenever we want, but this is the best preset we have found so far. Let's switch back to daytime and get this placed. All this is a part with a echo tag on it, or a tunnel tag, and we just have to place it in the tunnels, just like this. Make sure that covers the entirety of the tunnel, and we have one more to place it in as well. All right, guys, we're about to jump through a tunnel. Pure sound. The next thing that we changed, well, first off, here's the money UI. It doesn't work just yet, but that's okay. The next thing we changed is how the scoring works. We used to give you money for everything, but that felt very simulator-like. So now, you don't get money just for driving. You actually have to do tricks. So, as you can see, we're doing a wheelie, we could drop back, do a scrape, and you're not getting money just for driving. But what happens now, instead of just getting money, you're getting a score, and then at the end, after you set this down, we're at 6,800. Now we're at 7,100. So at the end of that, there will be a plus however much money you got, and it'll go into here. So with the new lights being added to the windows, the new scoring system, and the new UI, so far this has been pretty productive. Oh, also the tunnel sound effects is pretty sick as well. Now, for all of you guys that are new to this series where I'm working on what I'm calling my dream game, you might not know why it's called my dream game. And to put it simply, it's combining my two passions, motorcycle stunting and game development. So here is a clip of your boy stunting in Chicago. Now, I'm gonna get back to placing more windows because there's a lot more to place. And I want to try to do one more thing within the game today. I'm just not quite sure what. All right, guys, I have flip-flopped so many times on how the garages are going to work. We've went from a jailbreak style to this style, back and forth so many times, but I do think this will be the final style. Except, you're not going to have to pull in, wait for it to open, and then pull in again. Right when you hit this orange barrier, you will be good to go. So, I'm going to take that garage to the main place, and we're going to have a few locations set up and ready to go. Number one, right here, I will rotate that, and I think I'll put it right on the corner. We can shrink this down, and boom, there is garage number one. I want to put another one over by the racetrack, and we will recolor this as well to match its surroundings. Thinking right here, we will connect it with this building a little bit. Our main brick will be switched to this tawny color. Perfect. And then our secondary bricks will be switched to that lighter gray. And now our shop, or our garage, I guess, matches what it's next to. I do want to put in maybe 1 or 2 more garages. Ideally, we'll have enough of them so it's like not too much of an inconvenience for players to get to them, but also not enough of them to where players might want to buy something like a mobile garage game pass, which I guess we don't overly have yet, but you know, could be one idea for monetizing. Put the other one over here. I'm definitely gonna have to make a lot more grand of a garage, I feel, because just in comparison to the buildings around it, it doesn't seem too crazy. I will say at least the orange helps quite a bit. This orange outline. Last thing I want to do is grab some of our attachments and place them in the garages so they show up on the minimap. So if we duplicate this and just move it over to the garage, something like this, change its name to garage and its tag to garage. I think we can just duplicate it and not have to rename it again. There we go. And we want to place one more way out by the racetrack. That's 3 garages. I feel like that's pretty good. We may add 1 or 2 more. Once again, we want to find that balance between if it does inconvenience you, you might buy a game pass, but we don't want it to be like a forced inconvenience, I guess. All right, now with all of those placed, let's give it a quick test and see if they pop up on the minimap. I will say, guys, every single day I get more proud of this game. Like, it really comes together a little bit more every day. From stuff as simple as windows or a UI revamp, it's just looking good. Let's pull open the map, and yes, look at that. Now, of course, I didn't edit any of these UI descriptions, images, or anything like that, so that will be something we have to do later. But there is a garage point now at all the spots. Not too bad. Now, guys, I do think that's going to wrap it up for today. If you want to see more videos like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.